Good morning, and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist congregation of Princeton, where in our open and welcoming community, we live our message of hope, love, justice, and joy. We extend a special welcome to our visitors this morning. We're very happy that you've joined us. And if you haven't already, please stop by the newcomer table just outside those back doors in Robinson Lounge and add your name to our e-list so that we can make sure that you know of all the different ministry events and programs that we have happening here at UU Princeton. After the service today, all members of the congregation are asked to stay for our annual meeting, which will begin right after the benediction, like right after it, not even doing a line, just like right after the benediction, we'll hit into the annual meeting. So please stay for that if you're a member of our congregation. As you've seen in your emails, the agenda is pretty standard this year, and we will start just as soon as we can so that we can also enjoy today's spring picnic. And everybody is invited to the spring picnic. Members, friends, visitors, family members, all are welcome. It'll be outside on the lawn to the right of the building as you're facing it, in between the building and the Memorial Garden. And speaking of the Memorial Garden, after the annual meeting, Reverend Jennifer and I will head over there to leave some of the Flower Communion flowers at the nameplates of our beloved ones who have died over the years. If you'd like to place a flower or two, just head over there with us after the annual meeting, and you can help include in this morning's ritual those we've lost but still remember with love. And now, with open minds and loving hearts, with reverence and with joy, let us pause in life to mark this hour holy, and this gathering as sacred, as we dedicate this time in our lives together to worship.
We light our chalice this morning to honor the ineffable spark that is in me, that is within you, that is within all of us and all neighbors and strangers outside of these walls. Norbert Chopik, who created Flower Communion, did so because of the urge of celebration of that ineffable spark for one another. So as we move into worship today, let us keep that in mind, that it is still a radical act to celebrate the uniqueness of each of us here and each of those in our community. And let us join together in our unison affirmation. It's printed in your order of service. Life is yours, in you I grow tall. Seed will come to fruit, I know. Trust that after winter's snowfall, walls will melt and truth will flow. Walls will melt and truth will flow. This morning we celebrate the transition of our high school graduates into young adulthood. The bridging ceremony is a rite of passage that welcomes these bright and energetic people into the rewards and responsibilities of adult life. Our bridge has two sides. One side represents childhood and adolescence, where they have become leaders and role models for their younger friends and acquaintances. And our other side represents a vast frontier of the unknown, full of boundless opportunities, new challenges, and with that, perhaps some fear and uncertainty. We, the adult members of this congregation who have raised and nurtured our youth, wait on the other side of the bridge in welcome. We welcome our graduates with an intention to continue to journey with them, knowing now that it's not so much a journey before or behind them, but alongside them. We come with our minds prepared to learn with one another, our hearts prepared to share life experiences together, and our hands ready to join with theirs in shaping a world of greater justice and compassion. We honor our graduates at this time of change and transformation. And we invite our bridging graduates this morning, Trevor Daly and Clem Zimmer, to come forward and stand with us. Come on over. We're going to keep you on this side.
Trevor and Clem, you have grown beyond the children you once were. With each new day, you learn more about yourself, your world, and your loyalties and devotions. Our hope is that the wisdom you have gained in our congregation will serve you well as your life continues to unfold. We are grateful for the new perspectives you bring into our community. We bless you now as you move into your future. We honor you at this time of change and transformation.
So we'd like to share a little bit about each of our graduates this morning. Trevor graduates, I believe, this coming week from Hopewell Valley Central High School. There he was committed to Future Business Leaders of America and the first robotics team. Robotics, as I now understand, is one of the most intensive extracurriculars available at the school, often requiring upwards of 30 hours a week. That's more than a part-time job during the build season between January and April. Trevor has held positions on the robotics team as code team lead, robot driver, competition coordinator, and competition captain. In Future Business Leaders of America, he received 2 state-level awards for his website designs. He's a member of the German Honor Society and received the Seal of Biliteracy in German. Here at UU Princeton, Trevor has participated in the Kids Chorale under Evan Korn, in RE classes, Coming of Age, OWL, youth group, and also attended Unirondack summer camp where he met his girlfriend. He also spent the fall, just this past fall, volunteering with our 6th through 8th graders in Crossing Paths and has helped with past spring sales. His favorite memory of UUCP was doing the grill fundraiser at Coming of Age several years ago. Alongside about 200 others, Trevor was admitted to the honors program at Rochester Institute of Technology. He'll begin to attend RIT in the fall for computer engineering. And now a little bit about Clem. And now for us to learn a little bit more about Clem. Clem attended Soulbury School, where she enjoyed walking club, computer science, and various forms of art classes such as jazz band, ceramics, graphic design, and painting and drawing. She also, quote, founded Soulbury School's unofficial virtual reality department after she found equipment left forgotten in a closet. Love that. Clem has participated in UU Princeton in many ways, including helping linens in the spring sale for 4 years, running our Zoom tech here on Sunday morning services, and occasionally serving as a teaching assistant for pre-K and kindergartners in RE. Clem has also participated in youth group, including participating, and I know these were your favorite, 5 regional youth cons. Her favorite memory with UUCP is marching in the Pride Parade with the Rainbow Ministry for the first time, even if it was really hot out that year. She is now a student at Worcester. I always just want to say Worcester, since I'm from New England. Worcester Polytechnic Institute in Massachusetts, where she hopes to double major in game design and computer science. From there, she will see where life takes her. Clem. So we also have some gifts for you to open after the ceremony that I should have brought to the other side. This first one, silver one, is for you. And this one is for you, Clem. So inside this bag, you'll find a handmade chalice that's made by a local UU artist, a book called Becoming, a spiritual guide for navigating adulthood that was written by and for Unitarian Universalist young adults, what has been dubbed as the Chalice Squishmallow, some additional UU swag, and information about the UU congregations closest to you while you were in college. We also present you, as you can see, with bouquets of roses, a symbol of the beauty and the potential of life. Now, when our children are really young, we dedicate them into our congregation and we give them a rose and we make sure all of the thorns have been taken off of it. Today, we give you roses that may or may not have thorns on them. We know your future will bring times of great beauty and also times of difficulty, which is what the thorns represent. This is why in your bags are also a pair of gardening gloves, a symbol of our values and principles you've learned within this community of faith, and Band-Aids, knowing that as much as we would like to protect you from everything, we can't. In times of trouble, know the love of this congregation and our belief in you, and the hope of our shared faith is ever present with you. So we now want to invite our children and youth to come forward for our ritual to help send our graduates across the bridge. As you make your way up, we want you to stand over here next to the piano with Clem and Trevor. If you want to give them a quick thumbs up or a high five, say congratulations. And you're going to need to stand over here just for a little bit, but I promise there's some more celebrations to come. And we also now invite members, first adult members of Trevor and Clem's families, to stand over here with Bill, as well as adults in our young adult ministry, and those that have ministered with Clem and Trevor, particularly any of those who led coming of age, OWL, or youth group members that are present here today, or if you've had Clem or Trevor in RE class, whether that has been leading alongside them as an assistant or in teaching them, if you would come and stand on the side with Bill. Now, Trevor and Clem, I just need the microphone. We have two questions for you before you cross the bridge. And now I'm just going to ask if you all can back up from the bridge, because Trevor and Clem need to be able to reach it. So we need to create a little path for them. So Trevor, I'm going to have you go first. The first question is, what Unitarian Universalist values and beliefs or growing up in the congregation you think will guide you in your future?
Unitarian Universalists accept everyone for who they are. We work to include and support, and we are always trying to build a better world. Every time I come to a service, I leave feeling a stronger sense of connection to this place and the principles of UU. I will take with me my respect and care for others in the world around me as I continue into college and the world beyond.
And what do you look forward to?
I want to see the world change for the better, and I want to be a reason for that change. I'm looking forward to attending college and learning to build technology that will improve people's lives. I look forward to watching my loved ones grow, and I'll always be there to support and empower them. I always look forward to tomorrow because you never know what might happen.
Great. And Clem, I'm going to invite you over for the same questions. Can you... You gotta let Clem through. No, when you graduate, we're going to give the microphone to you. But in the meantime, can we let Clem's behind you? Can we let Clem through? There we go. So Clem, the same two questions. What UU values and beliefs, being a part of this congregation, will guide you in your future?
I think holding love at the center will be the most important to me. It'll be something that I will always hold on to in all my journeys and relationships and everything.
And what do you look forward to?
I look forward to growing as a person more, because even though I'm like an adult now and I'm supposed to be done growing, I know that I'm not. I've got plenty of growing left to do, and I'm excited for it.
So as you cross this bridge into the post-high school stage of young adulthood, you do so with the love and blessings of the congregation. And after they cross from those adults on the other side, we invite handshakes and fist bumps and, of course, hugs. So please, and children and youth, this is your time to clap and cheer alongside the other members of our congregation. Trevor and Clem. Okay.
Let us join together.
Almost.
Just about, yeah. Let us join together in the high school graduate blessing found in the insert in your order of service. Let's read together. We recognize this time of new beginnings. Leaving the security of the past is balanced with the excitement of embracing the uncertain future. May this congregation and this faith always be a home to you. We bless you now and make this joyful pledge to continue to support you on your life's journey. We honor you at this time of change and transformation.
So in closing, Clem and Trevor, we are incredibly proud of you. We share this milestone with you. And as long as you do the same, we claim you as ours. Unlike high school graduation, this ceremony is not a leave-taking. If you would like, you're welcome to learn more about what it means to, quote, sign the book and become an adult member of the congregation. Regardless of membership, we expect visits and updates. And we want you to continue your leadership within Unitarian Universalism. Here within UU Princeton or within the Unitarian Universalist congregation that's closest to you throughout your life. Our faith is greatly enriched by your presence within it. Again, welcome and congratulations. Everyone may return to their seats, but if you will accept one, I would love a hug too.
And now we are pleased to welcome some of the newest members of UU Princeton into the congregation. We receive new members throughout the year, and then a couple of times a year we welcome some of the newest members in worship service. These are folks who have formally signed the membership book of our congregation and who have agreed to join their strength with ours in the service of hope, love, justice, and joy in the world. We're very grateful to them for joining the congregation. And to help with this, we have Kirsten Shearer, who is our Membership and Communication Coordinator, Judy V., Linda Benson, and May Hamadan. Please come on up, and our new members will be welcomed.
Give me a minute. Okay. I just want to lean. It's good for me. Otherwise I can't. Good morning. I am absolutely delighted to welcome M.J. Hines to come forward. So MJ is a lifelong Jersey girl who grew up near the shore in Monmouth County. As a recovering Catholic, MJ learned about the UU community when she met Craig, who is her husband and will be introduced next, and has felt grateful since then to have found her people, both in life and in the spirit of this faith. In her second act of life, MJ married Craig, and they joined their families, raising 4 children to adulthood. She loves to swim, garden, take pictures, and spend time with her family and friends. And she looks forward to forging new relationships here and getting involved in our community support activities. So welcome, MJ.
All right, Craig, come on up. So Craig Hines grew up in Erie, Pennsylvania area and moved to New Jersey upon graduating from Penn State. One Sunday morning in 1997, his son turned on the radio and Craig caught a radio broadcast of a service from the Community Church of New York, UU. In early 1998, he became a member of the First Unitarian Society of Plainfield, and he was very active in the church prior to it permanently closing its doors. Craig is looking forward to what the future holds for him with this faith community.
Jean Hodachek. Jean was born and raised in Somerville, New Jersey. She graduated from Douglas College and married her husband Bob in 1972. They had two wonderful sons. She pursued a career in nursing, which focused on community and lasted for 40 years. In her retirement, Jean has been exploring activities and spending time with her grandsons, whose never-ending curiosity has led her to research topics and participate in activities that she otherwise would never have considered. What a gift.
I'd like to welcome Ed Power. Ed writes, "You may have seen Ed Power at coffee after service, hovering by the table at the top of the stairs for the past 18 months or so. Despite resembling a police sketch from a wanted poster, Ed is not, in fact, quote, casing the joint, end quote. He is just introverted at first. If you want to know more about Ed, please feel free to approach him. His social skills could use the practice. Just ask his daughter, Maggie."
Hi, Maggie.
So I'm delighted to introduce Jose Thomas. So I'm going to go off script for a minute, because I met Jose about 2 years before he actually came here. And I don't think I ever mentioned to him that I was a member here. And then there he came through the doors. And so I'm just delighted now to introduce him as a new member. So, Jose has lived and worked in the Princeton area for most of the last 40 years, having moved here in the first grade. He was raised and married in the Roman Catholic Church and remains close to his family. Jose is currently raising his teenage daughter, who will be attending Montgomery High School in the fall and looks forward to joining the marching band. So, welcome.
And let us join in our litany of welcoming, which is also printed on your insert in your order of service. If you'll read the parts for the congregation, please. Blessed are those who yearn for deepening more than escape, who are not afraid to grow in spirit.
Blessed are those who take seriously the bonds of community, who regularly join in celebration and learning, who come as much to minister as to be ministered unto.
Blessed are those who bring their children, who invite their friends to come along to join in fellowship, service, learning, and growth.
Blessed are those who support the
Blessed are those who, when asked to serve, do it gladly, who realize that change is brought about through human meeting, who do the work of committees and stay to the end. And all together, blessed are all who join together and build beloved congregations, beloved communities, and a more beloved world. MJ, Craig, Jean, Ed, and Joes, welcome to your congregation. Thank you so much for your membership. We look forward to many, many years of ministry together. Thank you. A little over 100 years ago, Reverend Norbert Chapek introduced what would become commonly called flower communion to his congregation. They were in Prague. It was the largest Unitarian congregation in the world at the time. And Reverend Chapek had decided that there needed to be some sort of ritual to bring all these people together. They were of Catholic, Protestant, Jewish, and a-religious backgrounds, and the existing rituals of communion and connection didn't quite work for everyone in the congregation, and so he turned to flowers. He instructed, as most Unitarian Universalist congregations do to this day, all of the worshipers to bring a flower with them to a service on June 4th, 1923. They could bring any flower they wanted, and during the service they would randomly exchange the flowers, giving someone else the flower they brought and going home themselves with someone else's gift. It became a ritual that celebrated diversity in that the flowers were all different, and celebrated unity in that they were all beautiful and especially together. It celebrated giving, as the flowers brought to the service were meant to be given away, just like all of our greatest gifts. Our greatest gifts are only held by us so that we can give them away and find a new kind of fullness in that giving. Kept only for ourselves or amassed endlessly into displays of pomp, our gifts only show an emptying of the spirit, a small life of self-concern, and a desperate insecurity that confuses consumption with character. But when we practice giving, even with something as small as a flower, to whoever ends up getting it, we begin to grow in the calling to give also of kindness to whoever we come across, and patience, and neighborliness. We give the gift of listening, of laughter, of presence and care. We give the gifts of hope, love, justice, and joy, the best gifts we hold as a congregation only to give them away with wild prophetic abandon. And in the giving, we find ourselves full of life, of love, and of one another. And while the flower ceremony was popular in Prague, it almost never made it out of the country and out of that era. Chapek himself, a proponent of freedom and opponent of fascism, at a time when the Nazis were dominant in his country, found himself in their target, and ultimately Chapek met his end in one of their concentration camps in 1942. The charge was listening to foreign broadcasts. The real crime was staying true to his belief in freedom and equality and not bowing before the Fuhrer. His wife, Maya, had traveled to the U.S. to raise funds for Czech relief efforts and had been unable to get back into the country at the time. But she was an ordained minister too. And while she was here, she introduced flower communion in 1940 in Cambridge. It was structured much like the Czech version. And while each congregation today does it a little bit differently and on different Sundays, it remains at core a similar celebration of diversity and unity, of generosity and grace. And it remains one in which we lift up gratitude for both Chapeks, Norbert and Maya, he who created it and she who shared it, two living in the midst of terrible times of fear and sorrow, who nonetheless brought joy and vibrancy to life, who taught people to minister to each other, who relied not on law or creed or threat to instill uniformity, but instead relied upon each person's inherent worth and dignity and rights of freedom and conscience to draw them together, to draw us together, and seek peace and joy. Let us then celebrate Flower Communion this morning to be reminded of that beauty that we are to each other in the world. Let us affirm everyone's unique and sacred heart and the unique searching mind. Let us be many and beautiful, and let us be one and powerful in this ritual of hope, joy, and the always returning spring. Let us remember as we come forward to receive someone else's gift of beauty that our greatest gifts are always meant to be given away freely and boldly and with faith and joy, and that as we give to neighbor and stranger, we'll be replenished within and among, for the good grows the good, freedom grows freedom, hope grows hope, and love grows love. We'll begin with the blessing of the flowers which are in Chopik's words. These are in our hymnal as number 724 in the back. Please join in Chopik's consecration of the flowers. Infinite Spirit of life, we ask thy blessing on these, thy messengers of fellowship and love. May they remind us, amid diversities of knowledge and of gifts, to be one in desire and affection and devotion to thy holy will. May they also remind us of the value of comradeship, of doing and sharing alike. May we cherish friendship as one of thy most precious gifts. May we not let awareness of another's talents discourage us or sully our relationship, but may we realize that whatever we can do, great or small, the efforts of all of us are needed to do thy work in this world. And now we'll celebrate Flower Communion. If you brought a flower but haven't brought it up to the table yet, we invite you to bring your flower up with you and pick any flower you like from the flowers up here to take back home with you. We'll ask you to come down the center aisle, starting from the front, working to the back, and return down the side aisles. And everyone's welcome, whether you brought a flower or not, everyone's welcome to celebrate Flower Communion here this morning. And now let us turn to reading 723 in the back of our hymnal, again the words of Reverend Chopik. Please read along. In the name of Providence, which implants in the seed the future of the flower, and in our hearts the longing for people to live in harmony. In the name of the highest, in whom we move and who makes the mother and father, the brother and sister, lover and loner what they are. In the name of sages and great religious leaders, who sacrificed their lives to hasten the coming of the age of mutual respect. Let us renew our resolution sincerely to be real siblings, regardless of any kind of bar which estranges us from each other. In this holy resolve, may we be strengthened knowing that we are God's family, that one Spirit, the Spirit of love, unites us, and endeavor for a more perfect and more joyful life. Amen. And at the end of our hour, we extinguish our chalice, knowing that its light stays with us until we gather again. Go forth grateful for the moments before you, the breath within you, the people among you, and the Spirit guiding you toward lives of love and kindness. And go forth knowing that you are held always and always with everyone else by that great love of no beginning and never ending. Go in peace, and amen.